Well, ladies and gentlemen, kindly excuse us. I think it's 12 past 15 here at India, and unfortunately, I had a Wi-Fi reboot, which generally happens around this time, and that's the reason we lost out on the previous stream page. So I quickly managed to fix it back because the Wi-Fi takes a couple of minutes to reboot here, and this time in the slot here, Nandre Berger bowling from around the wicket, and a lot of width here, and Namandir slices the ball in the air. The ball's gone over the short third man region there. 4 runs here, a lot of width on offer, and Mumbai race away to 100 here, 103 for 6 after 8.3 overs here. The 8.4 overs here, beg your pardon there. Kindly apologize to all the viewers here because we lost out on the stream because the Wi-Fi started to reboot all of a sudden because it's at almost 12 past 15, and generally during this time the Wi-Fi undergoes a reboot, and that's the reason the last stream got stuck there. And here is Nandre Berger in the slot here. Poor bowling here from Nandre Berger, but that will fetch him a wicket here as Namandir, that should have been smashed out of the park. He hits it straight down the throat of the fielder there in the long on region there, and he'll take the catch there. That will be the dismissal of the 7th wicket here as Nandreberger coming in from around the wicket. 143.6 clicks on that one. Bowling in quickly, darting into the right-hander, and that was coming into the right-hander, probably in the slot, but he managing to hit it straight down the throat towards Ravi Bishnoi in the long on region. And Ravi Bishnoi is a good with his hands there. An easy catch, and that will be the end of the hope here for Mumbai Indians as Namandir makes a long walk back. He's been dismissed for, beg your pardon there, 25 runs of 13. A good cameo nevertheless, but he's been dismissed for 25 of 13. And Andre Berger picks up his second wicket of the evening here. And Mumbai Indians 103 for 7 after 8.5 overs. To all the people who were logged in on the previous stream, kindly excuse me. It's almost 12 past 15 here in India, but unfortunately, as the sometimes the Wi-Fi during these times undergoes a 2-minute reboot just to assess things, and I think the Wi-Fi just rebooted for a couple of minutes, and that's the reason the last stream was lost and the last stream was cut off. So please, kindly forgive us because it's 12 past 15 here in India. Deepak Chahar out there in the middle. Here is Nandre Berger, and this time Deepak Chahar, it was on his patch. He's flicked away the ball, rolling away towards the fine leg region there for a boundary, coming in from around the wicket to the right hander, the left hander. The ball angling in towards the right hander, a little bit too much there on the pads, and all Deepak Chahar had to get was some bat onto it, and the ball rolls away into the boundary there. That'll be 4 runs here, and 9 overs done, and 107 for 7 after 9 overs, and I think 44 runs required of the last two. This could be a big couple of overs only if they had wickets in hand, and only if they had played some sensible shots. I think this could have been a game on the cards. This could have been a tight finish. And nevertheless, 107 for 7 after 9 overs. 12 more balls to go. Can Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur, who can bat to a decent extent. Even Shardul Thakur, we have seen him bat wonderfully, especially in the tour in Australia. So the way he batted in Australia in that game, in those games. During the win in Gaba there this time. Back of the hand delivery. Shardul Thakur goes across the line, trying to hit it way too hard rather than timing the ball. In that pursuit, he's tried to go across the line and smash it all the way from outside the off-stump towards the wide of the mid-on region. He's missed the ball as the ball was bowled cleverly, slowly. Back of the hand delivery from Sandeep Sharma. We all know he has a lot of variations and deceptions up his sleeve. That's what makes Sandeep Sharma unique and a wonderful asset for any captain to have, especially at the start and even at the end there. This time, full toss, missed that opportunity here from Shardul Thakur, but is straight down the leg. So the umpire will flex his arms, and that will be a wide ball here. We are just 89 away from getting to that 1,000 goal mark. If at all you haven't hit that subscribe there, please hit the subscribe button there. Sorry, extremely sorry. We lost our previous stream. Once again, a good slower ball. The ball going underneath the ball bat as Shardul Thakur tries to heave it across the line towards the leg side. He's missed the ball. But to my naked eyes, that felt that was bowled wonderfully well. Probably just inside the white guideline there to my naked eye in the real-time action there. And straight away, Sandeep Sharma signaling it to Riyan Parag to take it upstairs. And Riyan Parag decides to challenge the decision, and he's taken it upstairs here. We have to wait and watch here. I felt that was a good ball because kept it away from the hitting arc of Shardul Thakur. Back of the hand delivery, slow ball, getting underneath the ball, bat of Shardul Thakur. We'll have to wait and watch. Will this be a good ball here? Just on the line here. Could this be umpire's call? Well. That's a good ball there. To be honest, there the umpire's decision has been reversed. Great bowling there. 11 balls, 42 runs. Here is Sandeep Sharma. This time, Shardul Thakur gets underneath the ball. He's hit it high in the air. Will this be taken? The ball just pitching within the boundary and was inching towards the boundary there. But Yashasvi Jaiswal, the ball was almost over the rope there. But Yashasvi Jaiswal from within the field of play flicks the ball back into the field of play as he goes past the outside the field of play. Great effort there from Yashasvi Jaiswal there. The ball just pitching in front of the boundary rope and was going into the boundary. Yashasvi Jaiswal with an outstretched hand as he was running swiftly towards his right, flicks the ball into the field of play as he runs away outside the field of play, and Riyan Parag from the long on region will throw the ball back to the bowler, and the batters will cross over for 2 runs here. Once again, Sandeep Sharma trying to keep it away from the hitting arc of the batters. Bowls it extremely wide of the white guideline, and that will be a wide ball here. 40 required of 9 balls. Definitely difficult here. These 3 balls should go for maximums. Then there could be some contest on the cards in the last over there. But take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. Yashasvi Jaiswal, what a knock he played tonight, setting up the score here till the end, unbeaten, giving a wonderful start along with Vaibhav Suryavanshi, who dominated the bowlers from the other end. This time back off the hand delivery, a good length delivery, a leg cutter, beg your pardon there, and taking the pace away from the ball. Wonderful deception there, and Shardul Thakur trying to hit it across the line once again off the top edge. The ball's in the air for quite some time, and Dhruv Jurel once again making everyone sure that he's got the gloves and he's going to go for the catch, and he's held the catch there. An easy catch on this occasion from Dhruv Jurel. Just had to run in a couple of yards towards his front and right, and he's held on the catch, and Sandeep Sharma will pick up his second wicket of the night here as Shardul Thakur heads back towards the dressing room, and Ravindra Jadeja as a friendly banter there with Shardul Thakur going on and hugging him and exchanging some kind pleasantries there. Great spirit of cricket there to watch the kind of camaraderie between the former CSK players there and former CSK as well as Indian players there. And that will be the end of Shardul Thakur's stay out there in the middle. 9.4 overs, 111 for 8, and this is done and dusted. Or the game is almost done and dusted here. Of all, just the final couple of nails in the coffin there. This time, once again, leg cutter there, and Trent Bolt racks it away towards the wide off long on region, and the batters will just cross off for a single here. Well. What a drastic shift of dynamics we are seeing in the recent times here. The two heavyweights of the Indian Premier League, Mumbai Indians, 5-time champions, Chennai Super Kings, 5-time champions. Mumbai Indians almost on the verge of their second defeat on the trot here in this contest. Chennai Super Kings already 3 defeats on the trot here. Chennai Super Kings finishing 10th on the points table for the first time ever in the season, in the last season, for the first time ever in the IPL history. And this time they haven't done anything good. They have lost 3 games on the trot, and tonight it seems like Mumbai will be losing their second game on the trot here. So is this the change of dynamics? Is this the kind of shift we are seeing in the IPL in the recent times, with Rajasthan Royals playing a wonderful brand of cricket, and we all seen how Royal Challengers Bangalore evolved since the last year, winning the first ever title in the last year, and now dominating at the top of the points table. It's definitely a great change of dynamics, especially coming in relation to the growth of the cricket around the region, in growth of the sport here, because it's definitely getting it doesn't do the world of good when the same team starts to win a lot of games. If you observe the similar patterns, according to the this time Trent Bolt will pick up a boundary here. The Deepak Chahar will pick up a boundary here. The ball was outside the off stump, and Deepak Chahar goes over the backward point region, and the ball rolls away into the boundary there. 4 runs here, 116 for 8 after 10 overs here. And if you observe the similar kind of pattern in the football too, you see the English Premier League has that kind of surprise element where even the other teams also go on to win the tournaments. I know there are some teams which go on to win for a more number of times, but it's the contest is almost it's tough to say because we have a lot of competition going on between many teams. But if you observe the football leagues of other countries, for example La Liga, it's either between Barcelona or Real Madrid. If you observe the likes of the German Bundesliga, it's only Bayern Munich, and rarely Borussia Dortmund goes on and wins there. And IPL also was starting to seem more like Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians, and that would not do a world of good coming into the growth of the sport and the growth of the cricket in the global perspective as well as for the tournament perspective. And it's wonderful to see Royal Challengers Bangalore winning the tournament last time, and they're coming to a strong with her position in this tournament too. They're shaping wonderfully to go on to defend the title. And Rajasthan Royals, the Royal Challengers Bangalore winning the last time, and they're shaping wonderful, topping the table tonight. And this time Yorker length delivery, and Trent Boult squeeze it back to the bowler there, and the batter scamper for a quick single there. Jofra Archer fetches the ball and has a shy at the bowler's end, and Trent Boult is caught short of the crease by a good mile there. A direct hit, and that'll be the end of Trent Boult's stay in the middle here. And 116 for 9 after 10.1 overs here. And it's extremely good to see Rajasthan Royals also finding the way here. The kind of shift in captaincy and the way Riyan Parag has led them, absolutely speechless. This young man has definitely had the leadership qualities, and now he's given the opportunity and is definitely playing his heart out there, not just with the bat, but completely surprising the cricketing fraternity with the kind of captaincy he displayed and the courage and the temperament he displayed, especially in the last game, defending that game against Gujarat Titans. The kind of bowling changes he brings in, and the kind of anticipation, the kind of leadership qualities he has, and the kind of positivity and the kind of faith he instills in his players to deliver the best. That's what leaders do. You back your bowlers, you instill the faith in them, and he's done it brilliantly in these first two games. And even today, he has been an absolute sight to watch, a spectacle to watch here. Riyan Parag take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. The skipper of Rajasthan Royals has all the potential and is definitely wonderful to see Rajasthan Royals also on the top here with Royal Challengers Bangalore. It's definitely wonderful for the league as well as the growth of the sport and as well as the growth of the fan culture across the country. With more teams coming on to win the game, the tournament becomes more competitive, and the tournament becomes more exciting rather than just epic rivalry between two teams, the Mumbai Indians, CSK, who have each won 5 each, and then Kolkata Knight Riders, the second best, who have won 3 times. It's definitely wonderful. Even Kolkata Knight Riders are struggling too. That's what I was coming to say. The 3 heavyweights of the league struggling. Mumbai Indians almost on the verge of losing the second game on the trot, and Chennai Super Kings losing 3 on the trot, and Kolkata Knight Riders lucky they got 1 point. I'm not sure if it should be called lucky or unlucky, but they got their first points on board last night. Unfortunately, we lost out a game yesterday due to rain here. But Kings 11 Punjab, once again, I forgot to mention Kings 11 Punjab too. Kings 11 Punjab, Rajasthan Royals, and Royal Challengers Bangalore looking extremely wonderful. And that's why I mean, like, when different teams come and up their game, and that's the kind of cricket we want to watch, because we don't want to watch the same team winning again and again, which is generally demotivates the league, and it just starts getting a bit monotonous, just like the football leagues across the country. But that's what is the difference in the Premier League with the competitive spirit across many teams. It makes it more exciting, and that's what we want to set standards here in the Indian Premier League to see the better of the growth of the sport here in this country. This time banks it in short outside the off stump. He opens the face of the bat and he just times it away over the short third man bridge, and the ball runs away into the boundary there. Bumrah will pick up a boundary here. He's off the mark with the boundary here. Here is Jofra Archer once again, a bouncer. Bumrah, slower bouncer there. Wonderful. He plays the pull shot. The ball running away towards the wide of long on region there, and Ravindra Jadeja running in towards his left from the deep mid-wicket region will cut the ball, and that will just be 2 runs here for Bumrah. The last ball of this game here, 123 for 9. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game we've had in this contest tonight here. Despite the rain curtailed contest, we have had almost 270 runs plus. This time the ball sliced in the air, banged in shot outside the off stump. The ball was in the air for quite some time. Shimron Hetmeyer has a chance in the sweeper cover region there, and he's decided not to go for the catch. He's caught the ball on the one bounce there. Jofra Archer wanted him to come for the catch here, but nevertheless Nevertheless, Rajasthan Royals winning the game by 27 runs here. What a wonderful game here. Despite the rain-curtailed game, it's been an exciting contest. 22 overs of game, and it's absolutely been a spectacle of a night, a cricketing spectacle. Almost 270 plus runs being scored in 22 overs, ladies and gentlemen. 270 plus runs being scored in 22 overs here, despite the pitch being despite rainy conditions prior to the game here. That speaks volumes about the character. When the number of overs are reduced, the players have no fear because they did not survive for the 20 overs. They can go bang from the right from the word go. And what a contest we've had. Rajasthan Royals winning the contest, and probably I think Rajasthan Royals will be on top of the table if I'm not wrong there with this win. I'll have to just check there. Rajasthan Royals, yes, Rajasthan Royals on the top of the table. 3 wins from 3 games will take them to 6 here, and followed by Punjab, who lost, who had got a 1 point due to the rain last night. Unfortunately for both the teams, Punjab and Kolkata last night, and they are on 5 points in the second place. And Royal Challengers Bangalore, 2 of 2 wins, and they are definitely looking like going on to win the second title and defend the title this year once again. And that said, Rajasthan Royals too, what a comeback! Change in captaincy, change in dynamics, change in strategy, and having the young kid there out there in the middle at the start of the innings. He's definitely instilled the faith in them. He's definitely instilled the courage in them. He's definitely instilled the belief in them as well as in the fans there, because he's tonking all the bowlers all at the age of 15, even the likes of the Bumrahs, the Shardul Thakurs, the likes of the Rashid Khans. He's absolutely flawless. He's absolutely someone walking out there with a magic wand, absolutely fearless. A kid walking out there and smashing all the world legendary bowlers out of the park, and setting the stage right from the start go for the Rajasthan Royals, along with Yashasvi Jaiswal, who batted beautifully, who has the orange cap. Yashasvi Jaiswal, he's in some good form in this season here, and once again tonight, 29 balls, 60 odd runs for Jaiswal, and he set the stone, an unbeaten 60 odd something runs. And Riyan Parag, what a start to his captaincy. 3 wins on the trot here in this campaign here. He's definitely enjoying. He's definitely showing glimpses of being a potential leader in the near times here. Riyan Parag, take a ball, ladies and gentlemen. He's leading this team wonderfully. He's instilled that faith in the team. He's instilled the confidence in the team. He's instilled the belief, and he's definitely got the best of the bowlers, even the likes of Tushar Deshpande. I think he's brought back Tushar Deshpande once we used to see under the lens of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and he's provided him that kind of confidence, and he bowled his heart out in the last game, defending about 11 runs in the last over against Gujarat Titans, and won the game for them. And Ravi Bishnoi, take a ball, ladies and gentlemen. He was brought in to reinforce the squad this season in the mini auctions, and he's picked up 4 wickets in the last game. And tonight, I think he picked up 2 wickets. I think he was supposed to pick 3 wickets. He was dropped. A catch was dropped there, and Hardik Pandya there, applauding Vaibhav Suryavanshi there. What scenes there out there in the middle at Guwahati as the players were shaking hands. Hardik Pandya tapping the chest, and the courage of indirectly tapping and encouraging Vaibhav Suryavanshi, tapping the courageous heart that Vaibhav Suryavanshi has at the age of 15. Come on, let's be honest. What were we even doing at the age of 15? We did not even have the courage to face a 120. 120 on board, but 120 kilometers per hour. But this has been a wonderful contest, a wonderful plethora of talent here for the youngster, and he's been in some great form lately too. And just to put out the scoreboard, as asked by one of our viewers here, South 25 Skills score MI. Here is the scorecard here for MI. Ryan Rickleton, just 8 runs of 4 balls. Rohit Sharma, 5 of 6 balls. LBW to Sandeep Sharma. Surya Kumar Yadav, just 3 balls out there in the middle, just got 1 6 and could not carry his innings there, and the pressure was climbing on them. Tilak Verma, 10 balls, 14 runs. Hardik Pandya, 6 balls, 9 runs. Namandir showed some intent with his cameo there. He scored 25 runs of 13 balls, and then Rutherford, a great intent after being dropped off his first ball there, 25 runs of 8 balls, and Shardul Thakur, just 8 runs, and Deepak Chahar, 6 runs there. That's the story of the Mumbai Indians scorecard there. Not much real intent. They were always catching up behind the pressure, especially with the run rate climbing with every dot ball, because it was an 11 over game, and the opposition had to put a huge score on board. It was extremely looking tough there. And to all the people who stood along with us in this stream, along this journey in this stream, I kindly excuse, because we had to cut down the stream that we started off from the start of the game, because around 12:15, I think the Wi-Fi modem generally undergoes a reboot because it's almost 12:30 a.m. here in India because of a delayed start due to rain, and it's 11-hour game, and the Wi-Fi underwent a 2-minute reboot, and connection was lost, and we had to start out a new stream. So kindly excuse in regards to that, and hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope you all hit that subscribe button there, because every single subscribe in this journey will keep me motivated in this battle, will keep me motivated in this battle against my fifth cancer at the age of 33, and it will give me a hope to wake up to a better purpose, like you guys have been motivating me all through this journey. It will make me look at this battle in a different perspective, different mindset, and I will be eager to give up everything in my bones, everything in my stride towards this cancer to eliminate it, and once again come out victorious, defeating cancer for the fifth time at the age of 33. I have been a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering different IPL leagues, different international tournaments, and even covering a lot of rugby leagues in New Zealand, a lot of tennis leagues, soccer leagues, and the most important one was the Olympics, Tokyo Olympics 2022 one, which actually it's called as 2020, but due to COVID it happened in 2021, and what a wonderful time that was to interact with the athletes, and it's so wonderful, but unfortunately my fifth cancer striking me at that wrong time, and I had to return back to India. In the last 2.5 years I've been battling life and death, especially just against my fifth cancer, but luckily I managed to enter the remission phase lately, and that's the reason we are doing it out this time on the virtual. That's the best I can do sitting here, because I'm extremely disappointed, even though, because I wanted to be out there in the field with my camera, taking photographs, interviewing players, but this is the best I can do, because I wanted to challenge myself as well as show it out to the world. Do not give up, and despite all the odds, keep fighting for your life and keep fighting for hope, and you guys have been my hope with every single subscription, every single like, and you are helping me gain that momentum and hope back to me, so that I can fight for my life, I can fight for my passion, and once we get to the 1,000 goal mark, that will motivate and give me hope to such extents, because I can also consider doing it on a serious basis, consider doing it on a regular basis, and take it more seriously and bring in more inputs, and also I can get some revenue generated by the ads, because YouTube allows only you to generate money from the ads once you reach the 1,000 goal mark, and then I can use some portion, probably 5% of 10% of it, to going towards my treatment, towards my medical journey. So that's the reason I request, we are just 89 away to get closer to the 1,000 goal mark, and that will help me monetize my channel. That will help me at least get 5% of my medical cost, 5% of my 10% of my medical costs covered from the YouTube ads for the efforts we are putting in. So if at all you feel that we are doing a justifiable job here at Sports Beyond Cancer, please, we are just 89 away from hitting the 1,000 goal mark. I see 137 people watching the stream right now. If at all any of you haven't hit that subscribe button, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That will give a lifetime of hope for us in this battle against cancer, because we were on the verge of giving up against our life. We were on the verge of giving up against this battle. We were on the verge of thinking negative against this universe, but because of you people, because of the subscriptions, and because of the hope you guys have given me, it has given me a different purpose, because now I wake up with a different purpose. The last 2.5 years I woke up with a different motivation. There's no motivation at all. It's only battle of life and survival, life and death. But now that I'm in remission phase, and now that you guys have had my back, you guys are giving me that a kind of support, not just on this platform, not just in the chat box, but also in the personal messages on the Instagram. You guys have definitely motivated me and kept me in my fight here. Thank you so much there, and hoping to see, we are just 89 away from hitting that 1,000 goal mark, and hopefully we can gain there, reach there as early as possible. And I welcome you all to this big family here at Sports Beyond Cancer. We are trying to build a sporting community where we want to keep the standards of sport absolutely to the top level, where we speak in the real journalistic style sports ethics there, because unlike other streamers who call it as watch-alongs, who mock players, ridicule players, create memes in the name of players, create toxic memes to just frustrate one fans against the other fans, just so that there is an engagement banter going in the comment section, and the people, unfortunately the fans, falling for it and engaging in toxic battles. That's what the creators want, because that gives them engagement and that gives them views and likes. But here we want to pursue sports in the right spirits, in the right direction, to promote sports as a development tool in the community, to use it as a tool to develop the community. That's what I dreamt as a small kid, and that's the reason I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years. But now doing it on the virtual platform, I do not want to sacrifice on the ethics, because that kid that believed in me, I would be doing injustice to that kid. I will be failing that kid that visionized to promote sports in the right direction. And that's the reason we are doing here in the realistic sports journalistic style, so that we can promote sports participation in the community and promote sports in the community, and so that we can celebrate sports in the most right directions here. With that said, this is the end of the contest here. The Mumbai Indians versus Rajasthan Royals, and the Mumbai Indians in some deep trouble here. They find themselves in the 7th position. Early days, we all know Mumbai. They are definitely since the last few years, they are been the late bloomers, and they come out with a storm. And once they get to the top four, they're extremely unstoppable there. And we all have seen them do it time and time again. Early days, but nevertheless not to panic. But Rajasthan Royals getting off to a flyer here. 3 wins on the trot here into this campaign, and winning this game by 27 runs. Jaiswal and Suryavanshi, the key contributors for Royals with the bat and with the ball. Nandre Berger, 2 overs, 2 for 21. Ravi Bishnoi, 2 for 25 once again, and he has notched up the purple cap tonight. He leads the wicket-taking board there. And Sandeep Sharma, 2 for 26 of 3, and Archer, 1 for 17, and they find themselves on the top of the table. An absolute plethora of talent there for Rian Parag at his disposal. Wonderful to have such varied bowling assets in your team, the likes of and wonderful auction strategy to reinforce the team by buying the likes of Ravi Bishnoi to strengthen the squad, which has definitely boosted them, and they definitely needed that leg spinner, wicket-taking leg spinner, and it has definitely boosted them. There was one region that they were lacking, and the likes of Ravindra Jadeja, I think he wasn't given an over tonight because left-hander were out there in the middle, so that's the reason he wasn't given the over. But despite that, let's have a talk about the kind of innings Jaiswal started off the game in the rightest spirits, rightest fashion there, putting the opposition back on the back foot right from the word go. 11-over game, a rain-affected game. Probably no one would have wanted to bat first, but first over straight away, Deepak Chahar comes into the attack, and Yashasvi Jaiswal smashes 22 runs of the first ball, and the shoulders of the Mumbai Indians cap already starts to droop down all the way in the first over. And when you realize that the opposition's shoulders have dropped down, and that's the moment you realize that this is probably the time to capitalize, and they capitalized on it in a wonderful fashion there. And they completely dominated even the likes of Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the 15-year-old kid. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. He is just keeping surprising us every single day. He comes out and surprises us. I see 144 people watching the stream right now. If at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button, because that will help us get to the 1,000 goal mark, and that will help me in this battle against my 5th cancer at the age of 33. That will give me the hope to fight against cancer. That will give me the hope to fight against life. And if at all you feel that we did a justifiable job, I see 144 people there, and if at all you hit that subscribe button, we'll be crossing the 1,000 goal mark, and I can sleep a happy man after a long time here, because I have been battling cancer for the last 2.5 years. And if at all I get to cross the 1,000 goal mark, that will be one small victory that I can tick off. One small victory, the first victory in the past 3 years. I think that could be big for me. That will mean big for me in this cancer battle. So if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button there. And getting back to Vaibhav Suryavanshi, what a wonderful knock under by the youngster there. Straight away, first ball of Bumrah, smashing it out of the park. That guy has no fear at all. He comes in with a clear mindset. He knows what he has to do in his head. No second thoughts, no fear in his mind. I think he, like in one of the interviews, he said that he does not want to see, or does not want to his mind to process. He's innocent in his mind. Obviously, he's 15-year-old. He's absolutely innocent in his mind. But the kind of maturity and the kind of mental strength he has developed, he knows it in his mind there that he does not want to think about who the bowler is. Rather, he wants to play the ball on the merit, and he wants to dominate the bowler. That's the kind of mental strength and spirit he has right at the age of 15. Take a ball, ladies and gentlemen. It's an extreme rare sight, and which he has garnered at such a wonderful young age. Kudos to his parents, and kudos to his early coaches, and the coaches that are grooming him, and that are shaped to him to be such a wonderful prodigy of cricket for India and the global sphere here. And with that said, I asked one question there that I showed you during the innings break there. I just managed to get this copy of Batting for Runs from Rohan Kanai, a book the first edition print of Rohan Kanai is autobiography kind of a thing. I'm just asked you if at all any of you knew who Rohan Kanai was. I definitely did not know much about him, but was surprised to know that he was one of the greatest batters that the cricketing history ever witnessed. Even till date, he's considered as the greatest batters, and I was extremely surprised because I read a lot of articles, I read a lot of, I saw a lot of videos, the kind of shots he plays, absolutely elegant to the eyes, absolutely a spectacle to the eyes. It's so wonderful if you like to watch batting. The kind of flow he had, the kind of footwork he had. I think it was just his name was brushed under the carpet with the likes of big names, under the likes of the Sobers, the Clive Lloyds, the Brain Laras, and a lot of West Indian players. But this was one batter who was at the top of things, top of helms during this era. But unfortunate that the modern commentators do not mention his name, and he's still living his life like he doesn't like limelight. He's a extremely ground to earth person, down to earth person. And what caught my eye was attention was, I'm not sure if at all you knew this fact there. I'm sure many of you wouldn't know this fact there. And if at all you didn't know this fact, please hit that subscribe button. If at all you didn't know this fact, hit that subscribe button, because we'll be bringing in a lot of facts like this to you here on Sports Beyond Cancer. I read a lot of books about Sunil Gavaskar too. Sunil Gavaskar has always talked about this guy Rohan Kanai. He was so awed by him. He was so inspired by his batting that he's talking only about Rohan Kanai in most of his books and most of his articles there. And then I came to realize that he, in one of his interviews, in one of his books, he has written that his son has been named as Rohan Gavaskar because he was inspired to such extents by Rohan Kanai, and that's the reason he decided to keep his son's name as Rohan Gavaskar there. And that was like a big breakthrough into for my mind to process there. And that's when I started to go back and watch the videos of Rohan Kanai's innings. There are a couple of videos. There's some videos there on YouTube, especially the way he plays that falling full shot there. The moment you mention Rohan Kanai, all that people probably talk to your father there, probably talk to your grandparents if they are grandparents, if they used to watch cricket during those times there. Tell them Rohan Kanai, and they will surprise you. They will probably tell you that he's the best batter that they've ever seen in the cricketing era there. And I was extremely lucky. There was one copy of the first edition in some second-hand store, which I was searching for ages and ages. So lucky to have this copy here, and so lucky to have this collection in my cricketing book collection. They're extremely lucky there, and wonderful there to have this collection. Definitely during the course of the next couple of weeks, I'll be reading these books. Definitely in the next couple of weeks I will be reading this book on Rohan Kanai, and we'll be giving you the insights. And as I see the lot of things from the hindsight on the just a summary of the book here, he's an extremely down to earth person, and he speaks about others. He celebrates the wins of others. He celebrates he puts others in ahead of him, and that's the kind of person. He's extremely down to earth, extremely innocent, kind hearted. And I'm extremely surprised why a lot of the modern day commentators do not talk about him, be it during the test games. They only talk about the Sobers, the Brain Laras, and the Clive Lloyds, and the Don Bradmans. He was amongst the top here. He was amongst the top. Rohan Kanai, which many of you, even though you have been following even though you have been following cricket for quite some time, even though you might have been following since 20 years, you have not heard of his name. But if I have managed to give you information on this, and if at all you are watching the stream, and if at all you did not know about him, just tonight Google Rohan Kanai, just watch a couple of videos of Rohan Kanai. I think there's 100 against Kolkata, 100 against India in Kolkata was one of his best knocks there. Please, I think there are some videos on him on YouTube, and also read articles by other cricketing legends written on Rohan Kanai, and it surprises why most of them do not speak about him. And I was extremely lucky to have this copy. Found it in a second-hand store for a very great deal there, and I was extremely swift to capture this, because I was just afraid, will there be anyone cricketing fan who knows about him, who's going to grab this? And it's a first edition copy. There are some damage on the book, but nevertheless a treasure to have here. And thank you so much there, Vittalmurthy. Tough match, definitely tough match there. And Jobs Info 07, which laptop do you have there? I'm extremely sorry, I do not have a laptop here, because currently I'm going through a transition phase, because all my finances are used up mostly towards my treatment because I'm battling my fifth cancer at the age of 33. So because it's a rare cancer, so none of the insurance covers it, and it's been a tough job. So not having any laptop, I'm just using my desktop PC at home. That's the reason I'm doing it from my home here, because I can only manage to do it from my home, because I earlier used to be on the field with my camera covering sports from the grounds there, because I used to be a sports journalist. 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering many IPL tournaments, covering many leagues across the country, and even in New Zealand, even covering the Tokyo Olympics from New Zealand for a New Zealand media outlet there. And that was wonderful, especially during covering COVID, covering the Tokyo Olympics 2020, which happened in 2021 due to COVID there. And then earlier I did not understand even a single thing about rugby, but because of being there as a media sports person in New Zealand, and because rugby is in the blood of New Zealanders, rugby is a part and parcel of the culture of there in New Zealand. I learned watching rugby, and that's the reason I started enjoying the sport, learning about the sport, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful journey since then. And I covered a lot of rugby leagues too. I extremely enjoyed it, and unfortunately, my fifth cancer striking me at that time, and I had to come back home. And the last 2.5 years has been almost close to 3 years now. Has been battle of life and death. No motivation every single day. Every single day was a hope to survival, hope to fight, because I had lost it all. My career, 8 years of career, everything, my finances, everything lost. Back to India, lost my New Zealand visa, and 3 years of no hope, no motivation. And now luckily I've entered the remission phase, and that's the reason we are starting this out here on the virtual platform. This is the best we can do. I know the visuals are not that great as compared to the other streamers, but this is the best I can do, because I'm more worried about the quality of the content rather than the aesthetics of the content and the visual aesthetics. Hopefully we'll learn on the go, and every single day is a learning go. Once we get to the 1,000 goal mark, we'll get more serious. We'll probably get in better backgrounds, if at all. I found most people there not finding the books amusing, or not finding the books as a good aesthetic part of my background. They want to have some posters or some good better wall background. So hopefully we'll work towards it in the near future too. And YouTube 17 my 60, I'm not sure what you mentioned by 60. Okay, yeah, are you mentioning my cancer battles? I think it's five. It's going to be 5-0. I've defeated it 4 times now. I'm on the verge of defeating it fifth time, so it's going to be 5-0. If at all you're mentioning my the score line for my cancer battle. Santosh G, hi, thank you, Santosh. Hope you hit that subscribe and like button, Santosh. There, hope you managed to hit that like button, and hope you're doing good, Santosh. And I see 131 people watching the stream. If at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, help us get closer to the 1,000 goal mark, because once we get to the 1,000 goal mark, we'll be starting to consider doing it on a serious basis there, and it'll help me in this battle against cancer. I am currently facing my fifth battle with cancer, and when you hit that subscribe button, that'll motivate me to wake up with a better purpose. That'll motivate me, because my initial checklist was to get to the 1,000 goal mark, and that'll be the first of my wins in the last 3 years, especially being on the edge of the bed, fighting for life and death. And now we are just 89 away, and I see 207 people watching the stream. If you at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button and help me in this battle against cancer, and help me fuel my passion, because the child in me believed to be a sports journalist one day. I lived that for 8 years, but unfortunately cancer came for the fifth time. But still I'm trying my best. Even though disappointed, I'm trying my best here on a virtual platform. Even though I'm disappointed to do it on a virtual platform, because I like being on the ground just like earlier times with my sports camera, interviewing all the athletes, interviewing the players, talking to officials, and interviewing the fans. This is the best I can do, because I want to show it out to the world, and also to challenge myself that no cancer can take my passion away, and no number of cancers can take my love for sports and my love for my life and hope again. And you guys have been instrumental with the subscription to give that hope, because nowadays, since the World Cup started, I started this channel. You guys have been giving me a different purpose to wake up to, different mindset. Even though I know that there's a treatment going on, I know wake up with a purpose, because I want to perform on this channel. I want to come and give and speak on this channel. It gives me a voice. It makes me feel human, because I receive comments not just here on the chat box, but I also receive comments in my Instagram DMs. There are more people who come and motivate me on my Instagram DMs. They say that a lot of people have inspired me, saying that you can defeat this cancer, you are doing good, you will definitely thrive, you need to hold on to hope. Whenever I get low, there are a lot of people, and I am extremely grateful for those people who came on my Instagram platform too, and sent out a kind personal DM to motivate me in this battle. That means so kind of you to come and and support me in this battle there. And thank you so much there. Someone's managed to hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button there. And with that said, just requesting you, if at all you haven't read about Rohan Kanai, please tonight go and subscribe. Go and read about Rohan Kanai. And this is the book. Just trying to get the book as close as possible to the final, so that you get to see who Rohan Kanai is, and probably you can Google about him, watch his video. Probably, if at all you ask your grandparents or your father if they were watching cricket from that era, they will tell you that he is the best batter that they have ever seen in the cricketing sphere. Even if you compare the likes of the current players to that, was the best batter that they ever seen. And that's the kind of legacy that this guy's been carrying. But unfortunately, he's not that celebrated in the media because he's just brushed under the books of the Sober, brushed under the names of the big names of Sobers and the Clive Lloyds and the Greenwich and the Malcolm Marshalls. But he's definitely known. Was completely changed my mind when I read the books of Sunil Gavaskar, and when I read that Sunil Gavaskar has named his son only because of Rohan Kanai. His name is Rohan Gavaskar, and that definitely was like a moment of surprise for me. I mean, how can one person who himself is a legendary batter be inspired to such extents that he kept his name of his son, own son, inspired by one batter? Imagine the extents of which he was inspired by Rohan Kanai. And that speaks volumes about the kind of batter he is. And Vaibhav Suryavanshi there, as you can see, he was retrieving the applause from all the Mumbai Indians players there. 15 years of age, an absolute revelation here from Vaibhav Suryavanshi. To all the folks watching the stream, please do let us know what you feel about the stream. Please give us a feedback, because that will give us an opportunity that will act as a learning factor for us, because every single day we want to go back and learn something. We want to learn every single day. More than the growth, it's the learning factor that will go a long way, and every single day is an opportunity to learn, and it's because of your feedback and your comments and your acknowledgements. And it could be a critical feedback too, because the last time when we were doing the World Cup, someone suggested me to have a better background and to work on it, and I definitely took my time to work on it, and that's the kind of feedback I want, because critical feedback is the one that those are the people who want us to grow. Those are the people who want us to thrive, and it definitely feels wonderful when people give us such feedbacks, and it makes me feel good that there are people who want to guide us in this journey, and it's all been possible because of you. And with that said, Rajasthan Royals winning this game by 27 runs. And if at all you have any questions there, please do let us know in the chat box there. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you, because we definitely love having a conversation, and we definitely love having like-minded people who love cricket, and we definitely love having like-minded people who love sports in the writer spirits, unlike other streamers out there, unlike most streamers out there who just spread hatred in the streaming, who just want to spread hatred in the through their streaming, because they want to engage that fan banters, toxic fan banters and fights between the fans of two teams in the chat box, because that gives them the leverage and engagement to go on, and that gives them the views, and that gives them the engagement process. But here, because the child in me believed at the early age to promote sports in the right direction, here we'll be just pursuing sports journalism in the right spirits here, and we want to build a community who love sports from the core of the heart. They see their opposition as enemies, not just enemies, but just as rivals, and they learn to celebrate win and embrace losses and not celebrate losses. That's the kind of spirit we want to build here in this community. True sporting fans here at Sports Beyond Cancer, and it's been a wonderful journey. And if at all you feel that we are doing a good job here, go ahead and hit the like button there. So let's have a look at what game we have on our cards tomorrow. Beg your pardon there, it's already up close to 1 a.m. So it's going to be tonight. So the game tonight is going to be between the likes of Delhi Capitals versus Gujarat Titans. That is going to be a good contest there. Gujarat Titans are looking a little bit shaky after the loss in the previous game against Rajasthan Royals, when Tushar Deshpande bowled that wonderful over in the death, squeezing in probably 3 to 4 Yorkers in the death there. And the Delhi Capitals have started off on a good note here. They have won 2 of the 2 games here. It's good to see the tables flipping. I think Rajasthan, Punjab and Bangalore and Deccan and Delhi on the top of the table there, the top 4 of the table there, because the heavyweights Mumbai and CSK who have won 5 apiece, are lurking with losses. But CSK yet to find their first victory, and Mumbai Indians 2 losses on the trot here, and it's definitely good for the world. That does a world of good for the cricketing sphere, because when we have different teams competing, when we have different winners coming up each season, it definitely pulls up the competitiveness of the entire tournament, the league, and we'll be having better rivalries between all the other teams, rather than just 2 or 3 teams having that rivalry, which doesn't do good in terms of the growth of the sport, as well as the sport league there and fan culture there. Just like the likes of the English Premier League in football, what a wonderful league, because the competitiveness is such impactful there. But if you observe the German Bundesliga, it's either Bayern Munich who goes on to win every single league, and Porto goes on to win their league, and then in La Liga, it's either Real Madrid or Barcelona who goes on to win the league. So the competitiveness for the growth is limited, and when multiple teams go on to win, it definitely boosts up the league and boosts up the fan culture, just like Royal Challengers Bangalore won the league last time for the first time ever, and Chennai Super Kings were the bottom of the table for the first time ever in the history of the league. So definitely the dynamics changing, and Chennai Super Kings under transition phase, and Rajasthan Royals under transition phase. But a great start by Rian Parag under his captaincy. He is definitely led with a strong mindset. He's shown the faith in the bowlers, in the team members. He's given them the faith, instilled faith in them, and he's extracted the best out of them. Rightfully, you saw him once again extracted the best of Tushar Deshpande in the last game, and now roped in Ravi Bishnoi. And Ravi Bishnoi straight away from being put out there in the auction, in the mini auction, he's now holding the purple cap for being the leading wicket taker currently in this tournament here. So with that said, I see 78 people watching the stream here. We are just 88 away from getting closer to the 1,000 goal mark. If at all you haven't hit that 1,000 goal mark, please ensure you hit that subscribe button. Please ensure you hit that subscribe button and help us get closer to the 1,000 goal mark, which will help us in this battle against cancer there. With that said, I have been mentioning about this book. Extremely happy to have got my hands on this one. I'm going to read this and give you the inputs during the course of my next stream sometime. And this is Rohan Kanai, probably one of the greatest batters in the cricketing history and era till date. A lot of people from that era. If you have your grandparents, if at all your grandparents used to watch cricket, and if at all your parents used to watch cricket in that era, please, just to tell the name Rohan Kanai to them, and you will be surprised that they will be in awe, celebrating them. As soon as you tell the name, they'll be like, "How do you even know the name? How do you even know the name?" They'll be absolutely uh, shocked that you brought this name out, because he was the batter that every cricketing fan used to envy. He was the batter that every cricketing fan used to be a fan of, and definitely lucky to have got this first print of this copy from a second-hand store, which I was so looking for quite some time. Rohan Kanai, the name. If you fail to, yeah, I'm trying to get it as close as possible to your screens here. Rohan Kanai. I'm definitely going to read it in a couple of weeks, and probably going to share some inputs. And just reading it out, this is a story of cricket and cricketers, written by a man who has spent over 9 years as a test batter, and one of the wonderful batters in the cricketing history. And he is known in the world to play that falling hook shot there. And to let us to just to recap what happened tonight here. It was a rain curtailed match because the showers were pouring in for quite some time, and we had a delayed start at 10:10. We had to wait almost up to 10:10 for the game to start. It was an 11-over game, a rain curtailed game, and then the game began with Mumbai Indians winning the toss, and it was extremely obvious, the pitch under the covers for quite some time under the rains, and the opposition, that the team winning the toss was obviously going to field, and Mumbai Indians winning the toss and putting the opposition into bat here. But straight away, Rajasthan Royals taking the game by the collar with beg your pardon, the Yashasvi Jaiswal smashing 22 runs off the first over of Deepak Chawar, and setting the tone in favor of Rajasthan Royals. And to add salt to the wounds there, the 15-year-old kid, 15-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi there, absolutely dominating, hitting Jasprit Bumrah first ball for a six, and then probably taking him across the park in that over there, probably hitting some 15 runs of Bumrah's 14 or 15 runs of Bumrah's first over, and then he continued the onslaught along with Jaiswal, and Jaiswal continued his onslaught throughout the innings and ensured that they reach 150, courtesy some poor bowling to not to also mention some poor and indisciplined bowling from Mumbai Indians too in the middle, and that led them to get to a score of 150 with a 20 run 10 ball 20 cameo from the captain Rian Paraktu out there in the middle. In reply, Mumbai Indians couldn't get the ideal start here. They were always behind the run rate. They were always trying to catch up with the run rate, and the big scorecard pressure was playing on the minds, just like CSK had a big scorecard pressure against the likes of Royal Challengers Bangalore. They lost initial wickets, 4 or 5 wickets initially, and then they tried to recirculate the innings with Namandev and Rutherford trying to make amends, but they fell 27 runs short in the end, courtesy some good bowling there from Namdeberger, Sandeep Sharma too, and Jofra Archer too, so, and Ravi Bishnoi too, beg your pardon there, and he picked up 2 wickets to Ravi Bishnoi. He could have picked up 3 wickets, but Jaiswal dropping Rutherford off his first ball of his innings, off Rutherford's first ball of his innings, and Rajasthan Royals making it 3 out of 3 in this campaign here, as they won this game by 27 runs. And to all the people watching the stream, this is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, former sports journalist, and currently battling my 5th cancer. And your subscribe helps me battle cancer in a better way. Your subscribe gives me a hope to battle cancer in a better way. Your subscribe gives me the hope to fight against life, hope to fight against anything. And it's all been possible because of you. Thank you so much for being here once again on Sports Beyond Cancer. It's almost 1 a.m. here in India, and I definitely need to hit the bed because I need to wake up tomorrow again. And once again, thank you so much for being all this while here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy signing off from Sports Beyond Cancer. Thank you so much for being here once again and making my day, and for being here to support my journey and support my cause and giving me life once again through this journey to continue to follow my passion here. We are just 88 away from inching to our first victory. That is the 1,000-goal mark, and that could be the first victory in my past 3 years, because the last 3 years I have been battling life and death and there's been no victory at all. That could be my first victory. Getting to the 1,000-goal mark and defeating cancer could be my second victory. Help me tick off that first victory by hitting me 1,000-goal mark. We are just 88 away. I'm definitely sure you will definitely take me there, and I definitely know that I have your backing there. So stay tuned on Sports Beyond Cancer. Subscribe for more content, and also subscribe if at all you feel that we did a decent job here tonight here. We put in a lot of efforts here. Almost a couple of we also lost the stream midway because the Wi-Fi connection backed off, and we had to start a new stream within a matter of few minutes. It was a little bit tough because the Wi-Fi generally reboots around 12:15 a.m. and due to that reboot we lost the connection, and that's the reason we had to start a different stream. So kindly forgive me if at all you had to switch the streams in between the game, especially at the death, especially in the last few overs of the Mumbai Indians innings there. So with that said, thank you so much for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy signing off today once again. Hope you have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful time with your loved ones, and always ensure you spread my smiles, and always ensure you make lives of others better by motivating others, by also by inspiring others, and also by smiling at others, because smiling is contagious. And hopefully you make others' day, and hopefully have a wonderful time with your family, and hope you also have a good night of rest. And to the people who have been supporting me from the other side of the world, hope you have a wonderful day, and hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. And for people in India, we'll catch up tonight once again for the game, Gujarat Titans game here. And one last time, please go and read something about Rohan Kanai. This is the book that I managed to get tonight from a second-hand store, which I was searching for quite some time, which was not available anywhere. I just found it somewhere on the Amazon platform in Australia, and the book seemed to cost around 45,000 rupees. The book seemed to cost around 45,000 rupees, and I managed to get this second-hand from a second-hand store for a big bargain. I can't even compare the rates of the 45,000 there, for absolutely steal here. And that to a first edition print copy. Absolutely gonna treasure it, gonna read it in the next few days, and then probably share some inputs during the next few streams there. And if at all you don't know who Rohan Kanai is, please go and watch his video tonight. Please read about him tonight. night. If at all you have followed cricket for quite some long time, you would be surprised. Even I was surprised because I did not know that much about him, because the modern media doesn't talk much about him. And to know that Sunil Gavaskar has named his son behind this person, Rohan Gavaskar has been named behind Rohan Kanai, because Gavaskar was inspired so much by Rohan Kanai's batting and the kind of cricketer he was. He decided to keep his name, son's name, as Rohan Gavaskar there. So please ensure you read about him and let us know what you think about him too. And he's probably considered the best cricketer. If you ask your grandfather or parents, and even your parents there, if they are from that era, they'll tell you that and even till date there's no cricketer that has been born like the likes of Rohan Kanai there. And so please let us know what you think. And this is Shourabh Vittalmurthy signing off. Hope you have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks. I'm extremely sorry I had to repeat that once again, because a lot of people were asking me in my personal DM about the Rohan Kanai thing. So that's the reason I had to request you repeat it once again there. So stay tuned for the game tomorrow. Thank you for being here. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy signing off for one last time. Hope you have a wonderful time out there with your family, and hope you have a wonderful night.